It's 7 p.m. on Friday, and we have both just locked our phones in the phone jail to spend the next 48 hours offline, disconnected from technology.
Yeah, so we had done it before for 24 hours and we just felt like it could be more impactful to do it for 48 hours, so that's a new challenge for us. The rules are simple, no social media for 48 hours. So yeah, that's pretty much it really.
Yeah.
We're not restricting ourselves to screen, we're still going to use our laptops to work on content and get creative and get on track with all our projects. It just means zero social media. So we both did our little family check-ins, announced to everyone that we were going offline. If you do not hear from us, it's normal. We just switch off our phones. I'm excited to see how much mischief we're going to do.
We've seen one of our friends try this challenge every weekend on Instagram, and we were really inspired and we just wanted to try it out for ourselves, whether this was something that realistically we could actually do every weekend. So this is our little test to ourselves. We've said the rules, so let's get the next 48 hours on the road.
I mean, like, it's fine, but I feel like usually this is the hour, while the food cooks, I'm on my phone doing my Instagram checks before the weekend, so it's, I don't know, I'm kind of walking around the kitchen just waiting for something to happen. Without social media, contemplating ST. So far it's fine. I didn't really feel like any need to grab my phone. The few times were like more to like check the time, but we read a book, we cooked, we watched Netflix, played on the laptop for a bit. I think the only moments if I felt like I had to grab my phone was the morning. So when I woke up, because I kind of usually look at the time and have a quick scroll through social, that's potentially the only time where this morning I felt like, oh yeah, no, I don't have it. The rest of the day is fine.
The only time that I've gone to try and pick up my phone would be out of habit. Like, it's really not necessity. Like, if anything, I've done more than if I would have social media normally. So like, realistically, 4:30, spent the whole day and haven't really felt the need to go on social media at all. Like, it just means that I've focused on different things. It means that like my breaks between things haven't turned into 20 minutes. I've actually like taking a break to go and get a drink means I just get a drink and come back and restart editing. Like, I waste less time. So
easy. to start.
She's 3 or she'll cut it. Or like when elder, that's the next step. Is go sign.
I agree with Alex.
We survived. So it's now officially been 48 hours and we are now back on our phones to check social, and
I can already tell you I dislike social media already after a few hours back on it.
I'm just shocked how easy it was.
Yeah.
I think to start with, we thought it'd be nice to share the general feeling around what happened. So once again, to repeat, we didn't have access to social media for 48 hours. So we didn't really end up using our phones for anything else really.
No WhatsApp, no.
No Instagram, no Twitter, no anything. And I think the general feeling for me was just at peace. Like I think after 48 hours you feel less anxious about everything, especially at the moment with all the news around the pandemic and everything. And I guess as well, like more time and just more energized, I guess. And fun is super easy to do as well.
Definitely. I think for me it left me feeling more intentional about what I chose to do. I usually pick up my phone as like the default every morning when I wake up. I check Instagram, not because I really want to, but because it's there when we're cooking, when I'm just waiting for something. It's those in-between tasks where you just got nothing to do, so you just pick up your phone and check it by default, which in a sense then gave me back so much time. I reckon even just this weekend I probably earned back about 2 hours to do other more intentional stuff that I didn't spend scrolling.
Yeah, just going faster at doing things. We finally did an hour-long yoga session, which we've been talking about for like a month. And once again, at the end of it, we're not on our phones, which I usually do after workout. We were actually in the kitchen cooking and spending more time reading.
Definitely.
A bit cliche, but it's actually what you do when you actually got time and you're not on your social.
Definitely. And I'd say the 48 hours, it kind of sounds, we found it easy, it kind of sounds easy to do, but we wanted to try it because instead of going offline for a full 30 days, we thought doing it in a 48 hour just to test it is a better way to see if we can do it intentionally every week, every weekend. And I think we've just proven to ourselves that it's definitely worthwhile.
I think from when we did the 24 hours offline, it was good, but not enough.
Yeah.
The lesson that we had from this offline challenge was that when we're outside walking, we're not, constantly on Instagram or taking pictures. We're actually just contemplating things. But I felt like the 48 hours were much more impactful in terms of energizing, getting the time to do other things. And I think it's easily doable as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think it made it a lot easier for us because we had one of these. You might have seen it. The phone jail, which made the temptation a lot less. I think had my phone actually been there, I would have struggled a lot more not to go on Instagram. Because even this morning, having it available, I think I've just clicked it 4 or 5 times out of habit just to open it up. The first thing I did was check WhatsApp. I think going forward, I might, if we were to do it again, I'd potentially allow WhatsApp because it is a way to stay connected.
For me, if I go offline, it's 100% off. So like, I don't want to, and like you, I don't want to be connected. So the WhatsApp will also be counted as part of the social media offline session. So this morning, I don't know about you, but I feel a bit more anxious. We've been back on social, and within an hour this morning, I don't know, just the notifications coming back, everything just felt a bit like... I
think just knowing that it's there, you're preoccupied. Part of my mind kept wondering about whether we should post stuff on Instagram. It's another thing for your mind to worry about that takes up your attention, where not having it just frees you up to be more present in the moment, a bit more mindful. I spent a lot more time this weekend just appreciating everything that was around me, but now I'm appreciating something that I can't even see in my pocket.
mean, we had lunch outside and I spent about 10 minutes on my phone taking different pictures of the exact same food plate to then post it on my Instagram. And I stayed 10 minutes on it because I posted the wrong thing, I didn't find the angle right, and then I didn't know what hashtag to put, and then I realised that actually it doesn't matter because, you don't need a hashtag anyway.
And it's those small 10 minutes. It doesn't sound like much because you think, okay, I'll just be on Instagram for 15 minutes today.
You end up staying there.
But then, you go on Instagram 15 minutes in the morning, then you check Twitter for 10 minutes, then you're checking it while you're cooking lunch, and then you look at the end of the day. I think if I check my screen time, it's probably at least half of it is just spent scrolling on things I don't want to.
I think even me, when I was on an example of this, I was on Instagram and then I got 16 notifications from WhatsApp. So I automatically clicked on WhatsApp, that took me directly through the chat, had a chat with people, then automatically got back to Instagram to finish what I was doing, and then I saw something, went straight onto Twitter, and I was just like, is that
It's the
circle thing. So I think for me the only way to actually get offline is to get the phone gel, to actually agree, the 15-minute a day restriction doesn't work at all, because I always end up being more honest. So for me the only way to make it work is to really switch it off in the phone gel for 48 hours, and then if I want to spend 3 hours on a Monday, be it, but not during my 48 hours.
Yeah. This is definitely going to be something that I'll be doing, I'm sure you'll be doing next weekend, and for probably every weekend to go, unless there's a significant reason not to. We will be 100% logging out of our social media and disconnecting every weekend, just to live more intentionally, more meaningful, more present, and be a bit more mindful. And we'd really encourage you to do the same. So this weekend, switch off, log out, delete the apps if you have to, and just see how being offline benefits your well-being and how you live this weekend.
If you feel 48 hours is too long, we started by doing it for 24 hours a few weeks ago, so just try it. I guess it's an ongoing practice, you gotta learn it and try different things.
Definitely. Again, even if you want to go shorter, if you sign off at 5 p.m. and then don't log back on again until 10 a.m. the next morning, it's just allow yourself some time to actually disconnect and find that time period which is best for you. For us, I think it works best for the full 48, but any time period that works for you, discover that and really find what really benefits you the most.
And don't be scared, it's so easy and it feels so good. And I think because sometimes it's a bit cliched, so that going offline is just a mindfulness thing, but actually it goes with everything around well-being, mental health, productivity, everything, all your energies are back into you, and you just get more efficient, more productive, more energized, just everything works better. When your brain's not scrolling constantly. You also got less cramps as well.
Yeah.
My fingers are feeling well better. Cheers. If you try it and it was good, leave a comment.
Yeah.